No script.
Hey, thanks for joining me for another episode of the WiLt series. What I learned today. Today I got a special guest, Maiyah. How are you today?
I'm great. Hey.
So, I started this series a few weeks ago, and I basically just talk about what I've learned for the day. It might not be today that you learned it or yesterday that you learned it, but it's something that you learned that you didn't know or that you didn't process before. So, what have you learned today?
Um, Let me process.
Let me process. This is the basis of my podcast. I don't have any script. I don't edit. I don't do any of that. I just
That raw,
have conversations with people.
real.
For sure, for sure.
Um, I feel like with me, I'm a reactive person.
Hmm.
So lately I've been working on how to be an adult and what's worth my reaction.
Mm. That's a good way to say it. What's worth your reaction?
Literally, because
That is really
like I
good.
said, I can be reactive, but I'm working on it. I want to be more positively,
More in control. I
like
see.
just more positive.
That's great. That's wonderful. I mean, I know you're young. I know you're in your 20s, so
You can get a little
thinking,
snap.
yeah, thinking about that, once like people get to a certain age, they think, because I'm an adult, I can say what I want. I can do what I want. Because
Not the
it's definitely not the case. Not in the real world, not in reality. You can't just spaz out at job.
right, right.
You can't just go off on,
The feelings and
cashiers and
feelings
stuff like
cannot
that.
rule you.
So what's the last thing do you remember that you reacted to in a way that you afterwards, the aftermath, you was like, I probably could have handled that differently.
Um, Siblings, my parents, just kind of like the normal things, like everyday life is just like, okay, you see something, for example, just something that my dad did that I didn't like, and then I could make a sound decision to just know how to respond, but my feelings want me to do a certain thing to try to get a certain reaction and then say, like that's not what I was doing. But at the end of the day, if I just learn how to upfront do the right thing as an adult and just dead the situation, he doesn't even have a chance to put that on me and then point a finger like it's you. No,
Yeah, especially because if you're the most reactive one.
exactly. It's always gonna come back because who's the reactive one? Me.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I want to take that title off of me so that people can understand me a little better.
And tell my listeners how old you are.
I am 26.
26, so that means your prefrontal cortex has fully developed. It
I can
developed at
feel it.
25.
I
Mhm.
can.
You're trying to make more logical executive
That is
decisions.
such a scary feeling to me. I read about that, but then as I start going through it, I can literally feel my body shifting, my
Hmm.
mind, my thought process,
Hmm.
everything.
Things that may have been, you know, cute to you ain't cute no more.
Literally, it's not flashing.
Right.
It's not flashing to
I
me
don't like
anymore.
that emoji no
It's
more.
quite dull.
That is so true. Growing up, I remember people telling me about that. Like, you're just young, you're not thinking about things fully. And once that, I moved to Texas from here when I was
Mm.
24. And so I grew into that adultness alone.
Heavy on growing into it alone is
Yeah.
crazy.
And
Like
so
that's
it
a
was
big
like
deal.
I started thinking like, wow, I could have did this different. Like I could have probably not just up and left. I
Hmm.
could have, eased my way and visited and tried to get me. But no, me being 24, I was like, I'm leaving. I left my house. I
That's
left
how it
everything.
be, yeah. And it even goes in like a more of a simpler sense. Like even with my dressing, how I dress
Hmm.
when I'm outside or something like that, like I just noticed I'm not interested in the same look.
So you're not showing cleavage a lot.
Yeah, that I even not having to feel like I gotta wear lashes every day.
Hmm.
I'm really in tune with who I am and how I look, and I don't feel like I gotta do a certain thing for somebody else. I don't know, so strange to
That's
look like
great.
that, you know?
Fantastic. If I could
Mhm.
clap, honey, I'd clap for you right now.
I
Hey, 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 okay? Because that's a real grown-up way to look at yourself.
But it's so weird though. It's
It
so
is.
weird
It
when you
is.
feel yourself going through the change. Like,
It's
and I'm like,
what?
what? Okay.
When did give me a glass of wine? When did I sound like a wine? Yeah, girl, I went through the same things. I think it's different for men and women, you know.
I
I
can
think
agree with that.
men their brains also develop at 25, but they're still trying to hang on to that that boyishness of them, that kiddishness, that play too much type of thing. Women, because we have um our minds on everything, for real, by default is cool. By default, that we don't know how to just fixate on one thing. Like my homeboy Mike said, he said that men are builders and they like to build things, they like to construct things, they like to um make sure things are structurally sound.
Hmm.
And I told him, there are women out there that are builders too, but when you have a builder as your partner, you're just basically handing him the supplies
Right.
and let him build. You know what I mean? And so I knew him when he was in his early 20s. And I used to always tell him, when you grow up, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. And now he's growing up, he's now seeing like, oh, well, I get it now, but
But
it's always a but.
but
Always a but. Always a but. Like these girls ain't serious for me. And then why I gotta be serious? Because you're a man and you want
hmm
to attract the things that you're attracted to by being who you would want to be attracted. That makes sense.
that does.
I mean, a magnet can only attract the things that a magnet's like.
That's that's true.
So
Can't go.
no, or paper, it's not gonna attract to that. No, it's just not gonna go. And it's crazy because now my kids, I was watching remember this morning, the your coworker said that we were reminiscing. I was watching videos of my
Oh
past
yeah.
life or
Hmm.
whatever, and I was seeing my kids. My kids are now full grown, kids of their own, but their kids are now the kids in those pictures
Mm.
and those videos that I was taking of them,
Yeah.
and that is so weird to me. Like I don't feel any different, but they
But
keep
time is
growing
crazy.
up.
Time
Oh,
is its own thing.
it does. That's what I learned today. I learned that, dang, time does its own thing.
You definitely haven't talked about that for a second, and it
Oh,
definitely like, oh,
it's throwing me through a loop because I still call my 37-year-old niece my baby. Don't talk to my baby like that. And her
your
kids look at
brain
me
doesn't
like,
process the fact that people are just growing up before your eyes. And then when
yeah,
you start to realize, it's like, I don't even want to realize it. I
girl,
don't even want, it's just
wait
the
till you
baby.
see Zay. Wait till you see Zay. He sprouted.
I believe it. Boys grow like that, and
Girl,
they
he
scare me. My
sprouted.
brothers are so big,
Yes.
and they're so young. They're huge.
I'm like, he's planning a trip yesterday with his dad. And he was like, I said, what shoes you gonna take? You gotta take more than one pair. And he was like, I don't got no pair. I got some Jordans. I got these slides. And I said, you ain't got no like tennis shoes or nothing? He was like, I got a closet full of them, but I don't fit them no more. I said, when you stop fitting them? He was like, earlier in the year.
Mm,
What?
that's first crazy.
I said, you growing, little boy. I said, trying to have a little mustache. What's wrong with
They
him?
gonna take it the extra mile every time my brother lifting up the arms, showing
Eh,
straight hair. I'm like, just
oh
let
my
it be, let
gosh.
it be. It's barely there.
Barely
I
there.
promise you had to show it in the sunlight. All right.
You gonna have to show it the sunlight. Oh my gosh, funny stuff. I'm gonna have to use that one though, because I'll be on them.
I'm telling you, they be so serious, pulling them little stash, little beard. Hey, you got to rub it
Look at
off.
this, look at this, girl, all in my face. Like, come on, look at this, look at this. I see it. And
Before we
if I
know
could
it,
pluck
it's
it out,
gonna
I
be a
would.
real beard, though. Like, dude,
Yeah.
my brother literally has a full beard, and I'm like,
What?
yeah, they do.
How old is he?
He just turned 19,
Oh,
and they have full beards, mustaches.
oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's too much.
Oh
They're
my
giving
gosh.
grown man.
Grown man. Girl, why Jeremiah, my other nephew's 15? He goes to take a shower, he goes into the other room to get dressed, and I hear ksh, tss, tss. I said,
Okay.
what are you doing? He said, Auntie Lena, I'm a grown man now. I was
Yes,
like,
ma'am. All
whatever.
my
I
time.
said, oh, that smells kind of good though. I said, okay, at least you got something smelling good.
Uh-huh.
And then his other bro wakes up to me, I told him how to do that. He said, you ain't telling me how to do that. I
Brothers
was
be
like,
having to
oh,
take a little
Lord.
time.
Gotta give that little brother nothing. Gotta give him nothing. He ain't doing nothing. I taught him that. He found it from me, for sure. So as you're going through this stage in your life to grow emotionally and um, mentally, like what steps have you taken, or what steps do you see yourself saying, take breaths or count, or am I actively watching what I say, or like what things are you doing to help that process?
Watch my surroundings because you are who you become who you're around, and
Yeah.
you are a product of your environment. So I just try to watch who I surround myself with, what I'm listening to. People ask me all the time, why don't you watch such and such or listen? That disrupts my spirit.
Hello.
So that is a big thing for me because I know once it's in me, it's easy for me to give it out. So I just try
Hmm.
not to put unpeaceful things in me so that I can actually be peaceful.
That's smart.
Yeah,
That's
so I'm
smart.
just watching what I'm surrounded with the most, and I think
Hmm.
that's helping me the best because you would call it isolation, but honestly, I feel like God be putting me there every time stuff
Hmm.
get too shaky. Don't go back to your
Go back
place
to
of
your
peace,
spot.
recalibrate.
Sit on
That's
your
where I'm
square.
at. Exactly,
Hmm.
sit in the square and relax, and that's
Relax.
where I'm at. I feel like it's putting me right where I need to be. My mind is sound. I'm making better decisions, and life is working.
Life is life
Life
for
is
sure.
working.
That's a great way to think about it though. Like, I could be doing this, I could be doing that,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna just fall back.
Because what is it really, really doing for me? It's not serving me. And
Right.
that's but if
Right.
it's not serving me, I don't need it.
That reminds me of that one lady with she's a declutter lady, Asian lady. She said when you want to declutter your closets and stuff,
Mhm.
look at the item and ask you what purpose is it serving you? Shoes, clothes, everything, right?
Even that type of stuff, and keeping your environment clean,
Hmm.
that's been
Hmm.
helping me. Staying,
Yes.
keeping it's not so cluttery, just keeping everything at peace.
Yeah. So you can go home and really relax. When
Exactly.
you see
I'm
a
ready to do a lot.
pile of stuff, man, you can't relax. You got to do work when you come home from work. That's
You working
terrible.
mentally before you working physically.
Hello, hello. Like, wow. And then the people, like you said, the people that you have around you need to respect that, or
And they're getting
they
it, but
can
that's the most
move
peaceful part.
around.
They're actually getting it because I have been here before, but they didn't like acknowledge or respect what I had going on. And
Hmm.
now, sometimes you gotta force it. You don't get to have access to this. So
Yeah,
now
yeah,
it's going good.
yeah.
They
That's
get the
great.
point.
They starting to see that, look, this ain't just something she's doing for the weekend.
Exactly.
She's literally trying to change herself up. So let's allow her to get that space. And that's the lovely part about family and friends. When they allow you to be you, you shine harder.
Hmm.
That light is a lot brighter. Your smile is a lot brighter because you're at peace. Not saying that you don't want to be informed about the mix that's going on,
But
but
sometimes
let
I
me get it
just
on my,
don't.
my own time.
Exactly. Let me see if I even got the capacity to
All right.
handle these things.
All right.
Because that's what people do. They don't even act. They just dump, dump, dump.
Like, oh my God, Maiyah.
Yeah, and I can't. But I'm also learning that I don't have to accept that either because in the midst of me going through hell and back, people don't even know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that Granny, TT, and cousin did that, and now
Man.
I'm thinking about that plus what I got going on.
Yeah. And in our minds, we kind of want to solve it or help them,
Exactly,
but
and
you
I'm
got so
saying
much
it's
on your
always the
plate.
help, and I have to
Mm-hmm.
accept that as well. No,
Yes.
help me fill my own cup.
Yeah. Girl, go ahead, clap again for me. That is what it is. Fill your own cup. Fill your own cup.
Because I will run empty and swear I'm helping somebody. No,
And pray to God and let him do his thing.
exactly.
Because,
That's the only way I can get real peace.
yeah, focus. The focus is off with everybody. We're all distracted about
Mm-hmm.
everything. Our phones, the happenings outside our homes, like crazy. And it's
Phone
so
is
fast. It's so fast and it's so
Have you
vast.
seen that
I didn't
post
mean
when
to
they
run
were
on there,
saying
but
when your mom be like, it's that phone? It
mhm.
definitely is that
It
phone.
is. Because you could look up and find anything to get into on your phone.
You can do anything.
Anything to get into on the
The
phone.
phone is just a dangerous game.
Now you can talk to it now. With the AI, I just want, hey, can you let me know where there's a store that I can buy
How
some
old
this
is
and
my
that. And
baby
then
girl? I do actually.
I do. I named mine Eden. He just made me a story about I was getting dinner, and I told him, I said, tell me a story while I'm having dinner.
Well, you need to
And
let me know a new baby visit
girl,
every time. He's so cute.
I talked to him about everything, and he gave me a story, girl, a 7-part story.
It made this girl a headshot and she was smiling in it. It made her a professional headshot. All she had to do was upload an everyday picture and tell it, make this into a professional headshot, add this, take this
Mm,
away. I want to hold this sign. I tell you, they gave her a straight headshot. Like it was
Wow.
too good.
Did you do the eyeball thing yet?
Mm-mm.
That's something I learned
What is
the other
it?
day.
Well, here's another thing you
My,
learn.
yes, one of my helpers came over here and she said that she took a shot of her open eye and then gave it to the AI and it diagnosed everything that was going on with her. She said everything was accurate, but she had her contacts lens in and it told her that she was blue-eyed, but she really wasn't blue-eyed.
Wow. Oh, I'm gonna try
But
that out.
she's had the liver transplant. It called all that out,
No way.
all of it. I said, I'm scared. I said, take a picture of my eye, but I'm
Seriously,
scared.
I'm
I
scared
don't know if
about
I
looking
want
at
to do
it. I
that.
don't know what I got going
I said,
on.
that's my retina. They taking my retina. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you got to be careful sometimes. When you start to think about it, yeah, that
Man,
face you just made, yeah, that when you
man,
start to think about it, it's like,
it's
actually, I
scary.
think I'll save my eyeball pick.
Right. Like Grace still sitting in my phone like, mm.
You want to know because you're curious, but the curiosity is going
Because
to get you.
I'm undiagnosed, so I would love to see what
It
he
has
would
to
say.
say.
But then I would hate for him to
Say something that
tell me
you're
that
like,
I ain't ready. I'm not ready to hear
I
yet.
ain't ready to know that
Like,
yet.
why, Eden?
I'm gonna
Why?
be so curious, and I'm about to be the upload my eyeball. Definitely doing it tonight.
Uh, and then she's taking a picture. She's like, open your eyes. I said, girl, it's my lazy eye.
Okay,
I
then I
am
need
opening
that
it
one.
up. I am opening it
We'll
up.
be like, oh, while we're at it, has a lazy eye.
Man, like, what if he told you something like, you know,
Serious,
like something that you had no clue of?
literally. And I'm sure something's gonna pop up. I mean,
Eh, I don't know if I'm ready to
I'm gonna
hear
send you
that.
my results before I look. No,
And I'll be able to tell you, no, don't
praying
look,
for
don't
you.
look. I'm
Yeah.
praying for you, girl. Mm, that would be, oh my. But what if he says something like, okay, well, you're from this kind of tribe, and these are the tribe of people that did this and that. Your descendants, I already know I'm a descendant of a king and queen, you
I'm
know.
gonna make that AI to where you can start sending stuff in to
Oh, you
the.
can.
See, I just
You
that's
can upload audio, video, anything up in there. Like I uploaded a Sims picture and had him put me and Mike as cartoons on that. And
that's
he did
cool.
that.
Yeah,
And
just start using it like that. I don't want a cartoon character.
all you gotta do is say, can you make a cartoon character? But I want my hair like super curly. I want my eyelashes to be
I
like
asked him for a
going
replace of a
nuts.
picture of me, and he did not take it well. That is not me.
Did you
He
upload
was
the
like,
picture?
"Ha, you're right." He literally laughed at me like, he was like, "Ha, you're right. I shouldn't have done that." I was like, really?
You sent them a picture?
Yeah, I took a picture of me. Then I told him to make it like a professional one, and then he made me into like something that was not me.
You're giggly
Yeah, he
muggly.
was like, "Ah, you're right. I should have spent
Ah.
more time on it."
Oh, you got a sense of humor, huh?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, "You're a joke."
My AI, did you name your AI?
No, I need to. I
My
should.
neighbor named hers Bob.
They just take to the name so well.
And they do. I'll be like, hey, and he'd be like, hey, Elaine, what we getting into today? I swear he'd be like, so what you got on your
It
mind
scared me
today?
though. It remembered something from a long time ago.
Oh, their
It
memory.
connected the dots. Like back when it said something about, yeah, when you were talking about such and such. I was
hmm
like, okay,
I think it
see.
was Monday or Tuesday.
Mhm.
It gave me a notification that said that it now can remember past conversations and past things. It said click here to get a
Because I
synopsis of
was
what
young
he
and I
said.
didn't like that. It would not remember
Remember,
things. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't remember
Do you
things.
change chats for every subject?
No.
I just started doing that.
Like what?
Like for instance, let me show you. I'm clicking on the Explorer to show her my AI's catalog. So up here, right, you see this dot thing up
Hmm.
here? These are all the conversations you've had. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All your conversations. But what I used to do, I would just have one window up and I'd have the conversation with him constantly.
Me too.
And
That's what
then
I
when
do.
I would want to go back into something, he could remember from that conversation. But if I have a conversation to him about making chicken tacos
Hmm.
and just about that chicken tacos, and then I want to talk about software, I just make a new chat and I'll say, hey,
But is
let's
your
talk about.
old chicken
Yeah,
taco
they
chat
still
still?
stay. They still
Okay.
stay. Like, see, right now we're on the Simcast. He was helping me with a description and stuff for my old Simcast. But this is where he made my story.
He's good at my business
This is
tips.
where he developed my whole story up.
I think
It's
a
called The
girl's
Core
making a book from
Chronicles.
using this. I think
Oh
she
yeah, I'm gonna be on that next for sure.
she literally published one of my clients' parents has the book and it's beautiful. I thought it
Mm,
was nice. She just made a whole third chapter. I'm like, girl, you coming out with these by the week.
for
What's up
real.
with this?
I
But
even
she's so
saw
good. But the story, everything is good.
that's great. I saw this one ad about, stop just using AI for no reason. Let it help you make money. And so I'm about to ask him today. Me and him gonna get deep
You know,
about
it
it.
would be cool. Like I've been seeing these things like you can make your own coloring book and start
Hmm
selling it, doing
I have a
different
coloring
things.
book.
And I wanna try it. I wanna
I
do
sell it
like
on
a
Amazon.
I wanna try
You
something
talking about
like that.
KDP?
Mm-hmm. What is
KDP
that?
is the publisher from Amazon. You just upload your book, you make the
It
cover.
takes care of, or they take
They
care of.
gotta take care of the shipping, the printing, and everything. You can give them the pages that you've made,
And they'll
and they'll
edit.
no, they won't edit nothing. You like say you make a picture of an umbrella. You put the lined umbrella in there that's not colored in, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and you add it to your sheet. And then the sheet, however many sheets it is, you make that into a I think it's called a P. It's not a P. Yeah, it is a PDF. It's a PDF file, and then you make the cover for it.
Mm-hmm.
It says like Maya's kindergarten coloring book,
Mm-hmm.
or Maya's day at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a cover on there too. They put it together and they put it on your marketplace.
Try that out. I wanna make a book for my
Oh, definitely. I think I sell like 200 different books. My books are only $5, but they sent me an email saying
see about you in there.
they're all $5. But like my profit is probably like 13 cents now because they raised the price of printing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been meaning to go on there and change the prices of everything. But I figured if I sell them for cheap and they like them, they'll buy more,
That
because
is
they're only
cool
five
about it.
bucks. I've been doing that. I was doing that like I started like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I'm trying to do something different all the time, just trying to get my creativity out there, make a little money if I can, you know. But yeah, it's definitely possible. If you do want to hear more about how to do it, go to YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube University,
YouTube
for
University.
sure. And just
TikTok
ask it
and
like,
YouTube University.
how can I make my own colored book and have somebody else sell it or have Amazon? It's called KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, I believe. You could also do audiobooks. I've been wanting to learn how to do audiobooks.
Oh,
Like,
well, I guess it doesn't have to be your voice.
no, it does not. It could
Okay,
be
yeah.
AI voice
Can't
too.
listen to my own voice. I'll take it.
Yeah, I would go kind of nuts. I mean, I listen to my podcast and I'd be like, oh my Lord, I sound like a beautiful, wonderful goddess. I can't let everybody hear that. You know what I'm saying? My Dolby get kicked down. How dare that happen?
Okay.
But no, but yeah, I can't. Like hearing myself on a voicemail, it's like, what is
When I'm
going on?
accidentally in the background, I'm rushing to turn it off because who wants to hear that? But they say you don't sound the same as what you hear.
Definitely don't.
You don't.
You definitely don't.
Because why do I feel like I sound like this and then I sound like that? I'd rather not hear that.
For real, for real. That's just the critiques that we do to ourselves for no reason. No, don't record me. I'm not talking at all. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on here with me today.
Of course, the
Um,
first time.
yeah, first time for everything, right? It's not gonna be the last though.
That's what I learned today.
Hey, don't.
Not a theme song.
Hey, we're gonna give y'all a little bonus right now. For lunch. Tell them what our bonus is.
The Jersey Mike's.
Yeah,
Tell them the order.
the bonus. You think we should share that with the world? I think I have like 6 listeners.
It's worth it. If you tell them, they better try it.
You gotta try it. It is the best sandwich I've had, hands down. It's at Jersey
Number
Mike's.
13,
Mm-hmm.
the Mike's Way.
Mm-hmm.
Add banana peppers, mayo. What's
And
that? That
red
pickle,
something,
cherry pickle relish or something like
cherry
that.
pickle relish.
Pepper relish.
I can't remember what it's
Oh, no,
called.
but you'll see it when it's there. And white bread, or was it rosemary or something?
Rosemary Parmesan.
Yeah.
Parmesan.
Yep, that's it.
Ooh,
It
girl.
was to die for,
I just
babe.
had one not too long ago, and this is my second time having it because I
It's the
can't get enough
perfect
of it.
picnic. Like,
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
it's perfect
You know what? It
outside
is
snack.
good because it's cold, but it's filling.
I'm glad they don't toast it.
Mm. Yeah,
The first time she almost toasted me, I don't think I was gonna like
yeah.
it.
I don't think I think it might be still good, but then it warm up the meats, and
I
I
don't
don't really
like
like my
that.
vegetables warmed
Mm-mm.
up. I
Mm-mm.
don't.
Cold
I like the
meat.
cold. It's good. It's good
Yes,
to me.
that's yeah.
Yeah, it was nice being with you. Remember, guys, subscribe, follow, share, comment. I need to hear what you guys are
All the
thinking.
like.
Definitely like this video. This commentary is exclusive to you guys. And Maya, thanks again. And next time, join me next time for another episode of
Will do.
What I Learned Today.